Hey guys, I am here with Alex again. Alex, say hi.
Howdy.
How are you? And it's Wednesday evening. We both got off work a little bit late, and we're going to see if we can squeeze in a few games of Arcane Legions before we go over and have a pint with one of our college buddies. So what I wanted to do with this video was twofold. Show you how I organize my miniatures and what comes in the starter box, and also give you a quick heads up on how we made this table. I'll start with the table first. As you can see, it's made with 1/4 inch thick ply, and then we have a bunch of 1x4s crowning the corners, and then underneath, if you can see that, we have 2 support pieces followed by the folding legs. Now what's nice about having this piece here is when you fold the legs up, they actually go flush into the table and you can stand it up against the wall, much like a stage or something like that. For the top, we made a mixture of PVA glue and water, spread it over 1/4 of the table at a time because it dries fast. Then we sprinkled playground sand, fine playground sand, over it, let it dry, shook it off, and then dealt a healthy amount of leaf green paint to it. We got the paint super cheap from Home Depot. I think it was like $12, something like that for the whole gallon.
Just a bag of sand.
Yeah, and then for these sandy bits, what happened was when the paint was drying, I just sprinkled more sand into the paint mixture. So we have these different shades of green and yellow, and also different dips and hills and whatnot from the accumulation of glue. We raised it up and smoothed it out in different areas, just to give it some visual interest, and also some texture and some contrast. Now, onto the organization of the game. When you get it, it comes in this box right here. It has a few plastic trays to help you organize things, but nothing to really separate the miniatures. And the first few times that we were playing, we actually found that it took longer to separate all the little miniature guys and whatnot and get the cards lined up than actually playing a game.
Just tedious.
Yeah, exactly, just tedious work. So what we've done here is we went to the dollar store, EFADS, that's everything for a dollar store,
yep.
Or the guy's name that runs it, whatever. And we got a bunch of these just cheap Ziploc bags and a bunch of cheap bag labels. Maybe $2 total was spent on this project. And we just separated out all the miniatures and their associated card, and we labeled it here, along with a points value. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to macro. There we go.
Don't forget to mention this is a local warming game.
Oh, that's right.
Patent.
So,
you know,
here we go.
thing.
You have the 3 armies here. Here we have the Egyptians, the Chinese, and the Romans. And then as you add more models and whatnot, you can just expand your collection, and that way it's nice and easy to pick your army and whatnot. Especially if you have more units than you're actually going to use, you can just leaf through. And what we did was we made sure that the card was easily visible on the back, so if you forget what a unit is like, you can always just take a look. It makes the setup of the game a lot easier and a lot simpler. The terrain is a mixture of what we've made at home and some Warhammer 40k stuff. Mainly, these ruins here came with the old school 5th edition 40k starter box, or maybe 4th edition now. It's been a while. And then everything else you see here has been made, except the trees, of course. So this is Alex. We have decided between the both of us that we're going to be starting up Oakville Wargaming Club, OWG. So this is Oakville Wargamer Alex, and myself, I am Oakville Wargamer Ryan. And we're going to be adding a few characters to our daily video, or not daily, who am I kidding? To our video updates as we see fit.
We can.
Exactly.
As much as
we have a few guys who'd like to play, but they're up in Barrie and we're in Oakville. And if you don't know Canadian geography or travel trips or anything like that, it's about an hour and 20-minute drive if you don't hit cottage traffic on the 400. So here we are, guys. Just a quick video to give you an update on what we're setting up to do, and I will be creating another battle report when we roll off to see which army we're going to pick and create a random scenario. That's what I love about this game. You can just create whatever you want.
Whatever. I mean, I've already started to actually lay out a little bit of terrain here. It's just kind of whatever comes to mind. I mean, the tabletop is literally yours to do what you see fit. You know, it's great. Unlimited ways to play the game. You really.
All right, that sounds good. Oh, and also as a side note, I've tried to order some more Arcane Legions things, some cavalry box sets, some special creatures and whatnot. Actually, the Chinese can get this green dragon. It looks pretty cool. But apparently the company was bought out by another company in Europe, and they're retooling the manufacturing process. And it is June 23rd, 2010 at the moment, and apparently all of the stuff has been put on back order until further notice. So unfortunately, we're running a little dry in the area of models, so you won't see a huge selection or a huge variance in what we have here for a little while. I am calling the store regularly to see if there are any updates, but at the moment we're going to have to play with what we have and make the best out of it. All right. So without further ado, let's get the game rolling.